What's going on everyone, Mike Power here in the Type S Auto Garage for another installation video. Today we're installing the interior smart COB lighting kit on this 2022 Toyota Corolla. So what is COB? COB stands for chip on board. This is a more premium product and that's why it's part of our Pro line. This allows for a more consistent and brighter stream of light across the entire LED strip. With this being a hardwire kit, this allows for much more freedom when it comes time to installing it on your vehicle. We'll be going over all the steps you need to take to get the kit ready to go. So here are the items that we need to get the lighting kit ready to be installed on the Toyota Corolla. Luckily, I went over to the local Autozone and I was able to get all the things that I need. So for you guys, you can do the same. We have our butt connectors for connecting wiring together. We have a ring terminal so that we can make a ground connection. We have this little harness here that allows us to plug into an accessory port on our fuse box. So we're going to be utilizing the fuse box to power up the kit. We have some 18 gauge wire to extend the harness. You don't necessarily need this when it comes to doing your application. We're just going to be putting some lighting in the back of the car, so we want to extend the harness a little bit, along with some Velcro. Again, you probably won't need this for your application, but we'll be sticking the lights on to a velvety type of surface, so we want this to stick instead of the adhesive that comes supplied on the kit itself. As far as tools go, we have our wire strippers and crimpers. You can get these at Autozone as well, along with a heat gun so that we can shrink our heat shrink around any connections that we make on the harness today. Now we're just going to unbox the kit and show you guys everything that it comes with so you have a good idea on that. All right, so right away there's a cool little testing button that you can hold down, show you the glow of the light. Hooked up to one of the strips. There's 4 individual strips in this kit along with 4 smart hubs, which is really cool because that means you can control each strip individually and make them do different functions. So you can get pretty crazy with that and make it a lot of fun. We use our wire strippers to just cut this button off if we want to, if we don't feel like threading it out all the way. The batteries that come in here, they're just to power up the light in the box so you can see what they look like. We're not going to be using these for anything, so we can just put those to the side. This little bag right here that has some supplied zip ties. We also have wipes. They're adhesion promoters, little alcohol wipes that you can wipe down on the surface before you stick the strips on. And we also have some 3M double-sided tape. These are made to go on the back side of the smart hubs so that once we route the lighting and we know where it wants to go, we find an area for these smart hubs and we put the 3M behind it and we can stick it wherever fits best for you guys. So now that we have our whole kit unboxed, we can get it prepped and ready to go in the car. Since this kit is getting hardwired to a power source, we want to get an estimate of where we're going to be laying our LED strips. This way we can map out whether we need to trim or extend our harness before installing it in the vehicle. Now coming to the back of the car, we'd like to add some lights back here for some nice accents. The only problem is there's no fuse box or power source back here, so we're going to be conjoining these 2 strips together and extending the harness down to the driver's side fuse box, since that's where we're going to get the power for the entire kit. Let's conjoin our rear LED strips for our extension harness. First, we take our wiring multi-tool and strip down our red power wires. Now that they are stripped, we can twist them together and crimp on our wire connector. Once this is done, we will repeat the process for the black ground wires. Next, we will connect the harness extension using our 18 gauge wire. After crimping our extended wires to the power and ground, we will use our heat gun to individually heat shrink our connectors, isolating them from each other. Use another piece of heat shrink over our connectors for a clean finish. Now we will get our front LED kits wired together along with our harness extension. After stripping back all of our wires, we will join our 3 ground wires, crimping them to our ground terminal. After twisting our wires together, we will crimp on one side of our connector. Next, we will strip back our fuse power wire and slide on a piece of heat shrink. Then we can crimp it on with our existing power wires, finishing it off with our heat shrink. All right, so we finished customizing the wiring for this lighting kit and it's ready to go in the Corolla. But first, let's show you what we did. All right, starting at the back, we have our two LED strips that are going in the back of the car. What we did was we spliced them together so they're just sharing a power and a ground. This is the extended harness since we had to customize it, since this is a lot farther away and there's no fuse panel in the back to hook up power to. So it's coming all the way to the front. We have our ground eyelet that we crimped in and did some heat wrapping on, along with our power, which is crimped and heat shrinked to this fuse adapter. So this will be going right into the fuse panel on the driver's side, and then this whole kit will be powered up, and all we have to do is tuck the wiring and place the LED strips. I'm just Velcroing these smart boxes onto some panels here, because the 3M double-sided tape won't stick to this. It's a little felt material. So just some sticky Velcro on the back of the smart hub and on the LED strip. Works really fine. You don't have to worry about it falling off on its own. And if you ever have to remove it, it's gonna come off super easy. So that's actually really nice. So now that we have our rear lights installed, we're gonna work our way to the front. And while we're doing that, we're gonna be tucking in the harness that we extended and have right here. So I have it already tucked in the back here, and now we're going to work our way down the side. Usually what we do is we just use the paneling that's inside the car. You'll find a lot of creases that you could sneak this wiring under as you make your way to the front. Keep it looking super clean and spotless. Now that we have our lighting kit installed and powered up, we're going to go ahead and download the Type S Auto app. And once you do that, we're going to open it up and you'll see right here we have the Pro Series. We're going to go ahead and click on that, and that's going to connect to all of our Pro Series hubs that we have installed in the vehicle here. And then once you have it popped up here, what you can do is, since we have 4 individual smart hubs, we can single them out and have each LED strip do a different operation in the car. So it's really cool for a custom look, and there's so many different options. We can change colors. We have presets that are available in here to use, and a bunch of different varieties of things that you can do to make the lights look the way that you want. One of our newest and coolest features of the Type S Auto app is our integration with Siri. Now we can save custom color and function presets and activate them with our Siri enabled devices. And that's a wrap on our interior smart COB lighting kit install on this Toyota Corolla. If you went ahead and installed one along with us, make sure you post a photo of it and tag us at Type S Auto. I hope this video helped you guys out, and we'll see you on the next one.